Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
A group of our students came forward with concerns that they were being harassed online.
NDSU and MSUM are taking action. At least 24 students say the same man has been harassing them. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Police in Moorhead are investigating reports from a number of women who say a man won't leave them alone online.
That same man has been banned from NDSU. Campus police issued a trespassing order against him after multiple students filed reports of unwanted behavior. We aren't releasing his name because Moorhead police are still trying to figure out if he's done anything criminal.
Valley News Team crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson spoke to a victim and has her story.
Bye. Leave me alone. That's the last time this MSUM student responded to the person she says has been creeping out a lot of college girls. She didn't want to be identified, so we texted back and forth. A couple months ago, a man found her on Twitter. He claimed to be a fellow student athlete, so she gave him her Snapchat name and they talked for a bit. Soon, she realized he wasn't an athlete or even a student at MSUM, so she tried to cut off communication. That's when, she says, he started getting aggressive, saying, I was messaged on Instagram, Snapchat, and through text. I ignored his text message and blocked him on Snapchat and Instagram immediately without replying. But that hasn't stopped him, and she's just one of the many students who reported him to the college.
Coming forward like these students did, they did exactly the right thing. They didn't cause this to happen. They're the victims in here, and we're here to support them however we can.
MSUM has since offered counseling services and advice for students impacted. And over at NDSU, officials say the threat has been avoided by banning the person from campus.
In the old days, as they would say, you kept the perimeter of your campus safe. You were doing about as much as you could to protect the safety of the faculty, staff, and students. In a digitally connected world, an online world, the threats can come from anywhere.
If you feel you're being harassed, report it. The victim I spoke to says her advice, don't give your social media information to strangers, saying you never know how fast they can turn into bad news for you. In Moorhead, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
A spokesperson at Concordia College says they haven't received any similar reports. We spoke to a technology expert about online harassment and how to protect yourself. He says don't respond, keep evidence of the harassment, file a police report, and contact the website and let them know about the person in order to help others.
Tonight, we know the name of the man who is suspected of being involved in a fatal hit and run in Ransom County. Investigators have identified him as 30-year-old Paul Vincent of Gwinner. This morning, police were called to the discovery of a deceased female in the east ditch along Highway 32. They have not identified her. They say the woman was walking north when she was hit from behind by a pickup truck driven by Vincent. He's accused of driving away. He was later arrested in Cooperstown. He's facing charges of leaving the scene of a fatal crash.
A bicyclist has died from injuries he suffered after being hit by a truck in Griggs County, North Dakota on Wednesday. 67-year-old Leslie Ronigan of Cooperstown was riding his bike north on a County Road 19 when a truck hit him from behind, sending him into a ditch. Charges are pending against the truck driver.
A Glendon, Minnesota man is in trouble with the law after running from authorities in 2 counties. 46-year-old Corey Stevens was spotted by the Highway Patrol weaving along I-29 south of Fargo. He fled and the trooper chased him. Another trooper tried a tire deflation device, but Stevens avoided it. The pursuit continued into Clay County south along Highway 75, then east into Wilkin County. Finally, a deputy used a pit maneuver, knocking Stevens' car off the road. He was arrested on several outstanding warrants and on charges relating to the chase. A woman in the vehicle with Stevens was not hurt.
A homeless man was arrested after breaking into a Moorhead home and running from police. 21-year-old Colby Knutson is facing several charges, including a felony count of first-degree burglary. Police were called out to the 1600 block of 18th Street South yesterday afternoon on a report of a burglary. The homeowner noticed her doors were open and a neighbor said someone just ran out the back door of the house. Moorhead Police, the Clay County Sheriff's Office, and Minnesota State Patrol set up a perimeter in the area to conduct a search. Officers used a K-9 unit to track down the suspect in the 1300 block of 10th Avenue South, hiding in a screened-in porch.
Police are asking you to keep an eye out for a vehicle stolen from a car dealership in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. McMullen Auto Sales says a 2010 red Chrysler 300 was stolen from their lot sometime between 7 o'clock at night on Wednesday and 9 in the morning Thursday. The car has a spoiler on the back, which is not common for this vehicle. There were no plates on the car other than a yellow McMullen Auto Sales plate on the front and a McMullen Auto Sales sticker on the left side of the back bumper. Now, police say McMullen's office was also broken into. The Chrysler keys are missing and a firearm was taken. If you have any information, you're asked to call Thief River Falls Police.
The Hubbard County attorney will not be pressing charges against a man who allegedly exposed himself to two 11-year-old girls earlier this week. We first told you about this story on Halloween, that two girls went to the door of a home in Park Rapids while trick-or-treating, and the man answered the door naked. Park Rapids police investigated and sent the case to be reviewed. The county attorney says there's not enough evidence to charge the man.
It's Friday, so it's time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Fargo police say this man, Brian Cooper, is wanted for a felony count of probation violation after breaking into a vehicle. The picture, as I said, is up on your screen right now. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Cooper's whereabouts.
You may have heard about the need for more police officers in our communities, but there's also a need for 911 dispatchers. The Red River Regional Dispatch Center recently placed ads in a local college paper, but it should be noted, just like police and fire departments, the job does have an emotional component.
Yeah, just because you're young doesn't mean that you can't deal with that. I know personally I had just turned 20 years old. I was very naive, and so I think that we can work with that. We just need somebody who's able to multitask, somebody who's able to take calls, be empathetic to people.
The starting salary for a local dispatcher is just under $40,000 a year, and there's on-the-job training. To find out where you can apply and the requirements, click on this story at valleynewslive.com.
It's any parent's fear to bring a new child into the world, find out that they have a disease. Alaya Boganovic is a 7-month-old baby fighting for her life and in need of a liver transplant.
Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons tells us how you can help make that possible.
Amanda Boganovic is a mother of 4. She has 3 sons and always wanted to have a daughter. Aaliyah was born and she couldn't be more proud. However, 7 weeks in, she noticed something wasn't right. After some questionable test results, the family rushed to Minneapolis.
3 days later, she was getting a surgery. They diagnosed her with biliary atresia, which is a really rare liver disease.
7-month-old Aaliyah has stayed strong despite what she's going through. She has scarring in her liver, putting her into complete liver failure. Doctors say she needs a liver transplant, and they could get the call any minute now. But the cost, along with medication and travel to and from the cities, will come to about $25,000.
There's an organization called CODA, which helps volunteers and stuff raise money for kids that need transplants.
The first fundraiser for Aaliyah took place today at the Perkins in Fergus Falls until 9 p.m. The restaurant is contributing 15% of the day's sales to the organization, and there's another fundraiser coming up.
To see so many people in our town supporting us, and even just thinking about her and wishing her well and stuff, it really means a lot.
If you missed today's fundraiser, you have another Dine to Donate opportunity this coming Monday at Pizza Ranch from 5 to 8 p.m. In Fergus Falls, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
You can also make a donation online, and we have that information at valleynewslive.com.